Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to Surah Al-Kahf series. In today's episode, we will be talking about the story of Musa alayhi salam and Khidr. In the beginning, Musa alayhi salam was asked a question, that is, who is the most knowledgeable? To which he replied, I am. And Allah wanted to show him that in reality, Allah was the most knowledgeable, and that He grants knowledge to whoever He wishes. So from that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made Musa alayhi salam meet this man called Khidr. And as he was going with his servant to find this man, he lost his fish that was meant to be his lunch. And upon the instruction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Musa alayhi salam went after the fish, and he found Khidr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to talk to him, and perhaps you may learn a thing or two. And when they finally met this man, Al-Khidr, Musa alayhi salam asked him if he could join them on his journey. But the man said, no, you won't understand what I will be doing, and you will be questioning me. So Musa alayhi salam made a promise that he would not question him. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes mention of three incidents where Khidr does something and Musa alayhi salam questions him. And for the first and second time, Musa alayhi salam said, well, I'm sorry, I forgot. But Al-Khidr said, if you ask me one more time, then I will not be continuing this journey with you. And Musa alayhi salam agreed. And lo and behold, Musa alayhi salam questioned him for the third time. After this, Al-Khidr explained to Musa alayhi salam why he did the things that he did. Firstly, he damaged the boat because he knew that there was a tyrant ruler that would steal any boats that was perfect, and by making a hole in this boat, he would prevent that from happening. Secondly, Al-Khidr killed the boy because he was going to grow older, and if he grew older, he would grow older in the disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he would be a source of distress for his parents. And finally, for the third one, he rebuilt the wall because there was a treasure underneath it which belonged to two orphans, and when they grew older, they could claim what is theirs. From this, we learn the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what has happened in the past, what will happen in the future, and what is happening right now. And there's a fourth element which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows, which is He knows what will not happen, but if it were to happen, He would know how it would have happened. And how do we know this? From Surah Al-Kahf. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made Al-Khidr make a hole in the boat, which caused that boat to not get stolen. But if it had not been done, then the boat would have been stolen. That's why, my brothers and sisters, whenever something happens in your life, always trust Allah. This is the story of Musa alayhi salam and Khidr. In the next and final episode, we will be looking at the story of Zulkarnain. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.